Hi there. I'm Kathy Bashanko, and I am a human design analyst and mentor. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to read the basics of your human design chart. Okay. So we're going to start with a chart that was generated on my website, which is kathybashanko.com. And you can get the spelling of my name from this video. And what you'll need in order to get your chart is your date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. And it is important that you have a pretty exact time of birth. If you do not know your time of birth, there are many different ways that you can try to find that. And that's been covered in some different videos out there. Or if you want to DM me, I can help you with that. But if you don't know your time of birth, it will affect the results that you get. Things change throughout the course of the day. So that being said, I'm going to show you what a chart looks like when you generate it on my website. So we're going to start with this one right here. I'm going to share my screen. And this is not just the chart, but it's also a, what do you call it? Free report that I share with it. So when you see this, it will tell you your energy type, which is for me is a projector. Strategy is wait to be recognized and invited. And that is the strategy of a projector. And I'll go back through this. My inner authority is emotional authority from the solar plexus. And I'm not sure if this is easy to read. The triple split definition is my definition type, and my profile is a 6-2. There's also things like the incarnation cross and the emotional themes of the types. There's a lot of different information here that can be found in the chart. And this just gives you a little blurb about each thing and it can help you to get started. But I do warn people not to get too far into the weeds if you're just starting out. The first thing you want to know is your energy type. And I am a projector. And the reason I'm a projector is projectors never have a defined sacral. That's this piece here. And they never have a motorized throat. Now that sounds like a lot to figure out, but it'll tell you here. So I'm not going to get into all the specifics of how to figure that out. But once you know your type, okay, so there are several different types. The projector is about 20% of the population. The manifestor is about 9%. The reflector is about 2%. I'm sorry, 1%. And there are two different generator types. There's a generator and the manifesting generator. They both have what's called a generator type aura, although they operate differently. And those two combined make about 70%. There's one's about 37, one's about 33. So very similar amounts in the planet. But as you can see from those numbers, the majority of people are generator types. So generator types will have a defined sacral. Now, anybody who has a defined sacral will have consistent, reliable workforce energy as long as they are responding correctly. I'm not going to go through all the types in this video. What I want to talk about in this video is what you should be looking at in the chart. And then I suggest that you, once you know what your type is, you look into understanding what that means. And at some point, I'm going to create some videos of my own, perhaps. But for now, I really love some of the other videos that are out there. So if you're having trouble finding stuff, I really recommend Karen Curry Parker uses some different terminology. Sometimes she will use the term projector, but she'll also call them us orchestrators. So that can be a little confusing, but her descriptions are really beautiful for the types. And I do believe that on all of her descriptions, she does use the traditional language with her quantum human design language. So that being said, this is a chart. Chart is a body graph. Also, that's same thing. You can hear them called either thing. On one side, you have your personality planets. On the other side, you have your design planets. And what happens is each of these tells you where in where the planets were at that time of your birth. And this is 88 degrees of astrological degrees of the sun prior to your birth is when the design elements are encoded. So these planets here, these are all little planetary symbols. And I will tell you this, the main four that you want to pay attention to, at least when you're new, would be the personality, sun, earth, and the design, sun, and earth. If you see where my cursor is, that's what those are. And the reason is because all of this, there's so many nuances to everything, but this is where your profile lines come from. So you'll see as I get further down here, it says my profile is a 6-2, right? So the 6-2 comes from these numbers here after the gate. Okay. And so knowing that you are a particular energy type with a particular strategy and a particular profile is the most important things to focus on understanding first. So each of the different things you can be would require a different conversation. But I just want to use this video to show you that this is what you want to start with in your human design experiment. So this report will really give you some good starting information. And right now it's free. So go and download your report and then see what you think, how it feels. The experiment or human design is an experiment. So it's important to understand that, I'm going to stop sharing for a minute, that the whole idea is for you to see how it feels as you are experimenting with following your strategy and your authority as it's described in the report. And so that's all I wanted to say today. That got a little longer than I even intended it to. So if you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments or feel free to DM me, or you can email me at itsme@kathybashanko.com. So that's ITSME@kathybashanko.com. Have a great day.